first, your top story. Toronto's Pearson International Airport is getting a failing grade according to a new survey. Pearson ranked the lowest in an online survey of nearly 800 Canadian travelers by FlightNetwork.com. Just over 27% said Pearson was the worst due to things like poor customer service, overcrowding, and slow security. Let's go live now to CP24's George Lagajanis. He's at Pearson Airport. Hi.
Hi, Rena. Thanks very much. You know, one wonders if Mayor-elect Rob Ford was in charge of the airport, if customer service wouldn't be improved already, or if that gravy plane, that's what I said, gravy plane may be grounded until things improve. But in all seriousness, this has to have the brain trust of Pearson International Airport scrambling today to try and do some damage control. 783 people surveyed. According to them, 24% of them anyways, Pearson is, they say, the worst airport on a number of different factors. When you include them, they are customer service, poor baggage handling, overcrowding, slow customs processing, slow security, a lack of amenities, and also transit to the core from the airport, whether that's trains or buses. Metrolinx may improve that. I've got Phil Dirty standing by here, aviation expert. Phil, what's your experience as a guy who comes in and out of Pearson all the time?
Well, George, I travel here so much, I should have my own parking spot. But I tell you, Pearson is great. Pearson's very friendly to get through. I've never spent more than 15, maybe 20 minutes at the most to get through security. Yeah, it is a bit long walk, but hey, it's a great airport.
Now, there are a couple things you do suggest could make the experience better for people. What are those?
Sure. One of them is the baggage carts. You have to pay $2 for a baggage cart. And being an international airport, you have flights coming in from all over the place. And who's got a toonie in their pocket? I mean, yes, you can use a credit card, but yeah, you see people fumbling and trying to figure out how to get these carts out. It should be a free service as it is in other airports like Montreal or so. One of the other things is transient passengers. There's no smoking area for them. I'm not a smoker, but hey, you know, there are people that do smoke, and you know, it's a nice thing to have for them that, you know, they can have a place to go outside in a secure area that they can have a cigarette before they get on their next flight if they have like a 2-hour layover or so.
And what about the issue of transit from the airport to the core? A lot of people think that, well, you know, we don't have the Metrolinx system up and running yet, and that they say the buses and subways just not reliable enough.
Well, no, George, you got to remember, it's almost 35 kilometers to downtown Toronto, right? And you have to go through all the gridlock, the Gardiner Expressway. It's rough at the best of times. So, I mean, until the Metrolink gets up and running, I mean, this is something that you know, that we can't improve on. It's impossible with the roadways we have.
And real quick, Montreal, number 2, but number 1 in your books.
Yeah, number 1. Yeah, the security in Montreal, it's terrible. Going on an international flight, you're waiting at least 45 minutes just to get through the zigzag line, just to get up to the security gates. It's terrible, and we've done it a lot, and it now doesn't improve.
Phil Dirty, aviation expert, thanks very much. Have a great day. And one thing quickly, this report also added a caveat saying one of the reasons why Pearson does get that top ranking as the worst airport is simply because it's an issue of quantity versus quality. People spend much more time here than they do at the other airports, and that the public should maybe think about blaming their specific carrier versus the airport at large. That's it live from the GTAA parking lot. Back to you.
All right. Thank you very much for that, George.
Sure.
And stay with Toronto's breaking news. CP24 will have more reaction throughout the afternoon on this new poll.